Hi, this is Gossip on Talk of the Town. My name is Jasper Golden.
And I'm Larissa Oakley.
So today we're going to be discussing a few topics. We're going to start off with Iggy Azalea and her Photoshop issue, and Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton.
We're also going to talk about Mariah Carey's family issues that she's been going through, as well as Jennifer Garner and her parenting advice.
So let's start off with Iggy Azalea. What is up with her in this new Photoshop issue?
Iggy Azalea responded when a fan sent her a picture from a recent magazine photo shoot saying it was one of the best photos she'd ever taken. She replied with the original photo and said, "Okay, but I don't like that they photoshopped my hips and my thighs." She's also been seen retweeting photos from the same photo shoot without any rhetoric, so it's kind of hard to understand where she's coming from. She'd also replied to a fan saying that she likes her body the way it is. So it's really confusing. We don't really understand if she liked the photo shoot, if she didn't like the photo shoot.
Yeah, I guess she was just trying to say, hey, I'm 155 pounds, I'm curvy, I'm thick, I'm 25 years old, and I love my body. She was also trying to say, I guess, I slayed this photo shoot, you know, I'm gonna broadcast my pictures everywhere. You know, I guess that's what she was trying to say. And also, maybe she took into offense when the person was like, this is the best photo shoot ever. I guess she was like, here's my natural body and it's banging, so I'm gonna slay. So maybe that's what she was trying to say.
Also on Twitter, Blake Shelton tweeted that his favorite song from Gwen Stefani's new album, This Is What the Truth Feels Like, which happens to be #1 in multiple countries and on iTunes. His favorite song is called Rare, and he also talked about how he has his own album coming out in May, and that he's not going to be talking about any juicy details regarding his divorce with Miranda or his new relationship with Gwen.
I think that's a great idea. You know, their relationship, Miranda and Blake's relationship, has been posted on all blogs, newspapers for a long time. So I guess he's kind of like, I'm over it. Let's just talk about me. I don't want to talk about any of my relationships. I'm over it. Let's just focus on my career, my music. And I think it's great that they're both coming out with albums this year, power couple. So also with relationship and family issues, Jennifer Garner was actually on the Seth Meyers show, and Seth Meyers, he's actually expecting his very first child, and Jennifer Garner is a mother of 3. She's also going through a divorce right now. So she gave him a few parenting tips, you know, let him know, you know, you can read as many blogs and parenting books as you want. That doesn't mean you're going to be a great parent. You're not going to have mess ups. So it's just kind of like reading a cookbook. Reading a cookbook does not make you a great chef. You have to go through experiences, you know, some bumps in the road to finally get there. Not every situation is the same. I guess that's what she was trying to tell him. You know, when you get home from work, you can work a 12-hour work day, get yelled at all day, be crazy busy. When you get home, when you walk in the door, they're going to be like, Mommy, 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 where's my juice box? Where's my snacks? They don't care about what you've gone through today. So also with family issues, Mariah Carey's been going through a few of her own. She has 2 other siblings that many people don't know about, Morgan and Allison Carey. Morgan's been going to the media recently talking about how Mariah Carey isn't helping the family out. The older sister, Allison, who's ex-prostitute and HIV positive, needs brain and spinal surgery, which is very expensive, especially to someone who doesn't have a steady income coming in. And he's saying that they've reached out to Mariah and she will not help finance the surgery. Allison's also reached out to the media herself, talking about, I have 2 children of my own, they need clothes, they need food, and she's worrying that they will be put out on the streets. Morgan hasn't been so clean himself though. He's been going to the media also talking bad about Mariah, talking about she's headed down the same road as Whitney Houston and that she's on drugs, all types of things like that. Talking bad about her and things that we know aren't true. You know, I guess he's just trying to get himself out in the media, get some extra cash. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. I don't know exactly. But I feel like Mariah Carey's a bomb person. She's a great singer. You don't really have too many scandals going on with Mariah Carey. She was featured in the media with her Nick Cannon divorce, and she's also recently engaged. If you haven't seen The Big Rock, it's huge. But I really hate that for her. I hate when people go blast their family members to the media.
Exactly, especially with something that's so personal and such a private matter that most families wouldn't even consider discussing, especially families that are in the public eye. It's such a serious thing to be talking about, especially with financial issues, that I think it's a little bit crazy for them to be going straight to the media about things like that. It's really important to keep certain things private. No matter how public you are, no matter how famous you are, there's always going to be certain things that you should really try and keep private.
I agree, especially since Allison has gone to the media herself, especially when she was arrested in 2005 for prostitution. She was actually featured in a magazine, and I feel like for her young children to see that, they're around 15 years old, so they know, like, my mom is on a magazine saying she's a prostitute, HIV positive. Like, my friends are going to see that. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. So I feel like maybe you shouldn't go to the media sometimes, because pride is sometimes worth more than the money.
Exactly.
You know? So catch us next time on Gossip on Talk of the Town.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.